Are you dreaming about starting your next business or starting any business? Maybe you don't know where to begin. Well, this video is for you because this is a step-by-step guide of how to start your business in 24 hours or less. And I know because I did my research and I made it happen for myself. So this is the total beginner's guide to help you get going. Hi, my name is Julin Jean and let's get started. Step number 1 is to start before you're ready. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the first and most important step is to start even if you don't feel ready. Have you ever had a great idea you got excited about, but then you waited too long to act on it? And by the time you're ready to start, the excitement kind of faded? That's because action builds on momentum. Here's the mindset shift. You don't need all the answers to get started. When I first started my business, I had no idea what I was doing. I just knew I had a skill of making great videos. So I made some great videos for my company, posted them online, and I got my first client. She saw the work I was doing and she needed a video, and it was as simple as that. So take one small step. It could be like texting a friend about your idea, a quick social media post, or watching this video. This could be your first step. The sooner you start acting on your business idea, the closer you are to achieving success. Believe me. Step number 2 is pick a problem to solve. Every successful business solves a problem. So find a problem and create a great solution. Here's how I brainstorm ideas. Think about something that's annoyed you recently. Think about something you wish existed, or a task you hate doing, something that could be easier. Or think about what you're good at. What do people ask you for help with? For example, I notice people struggle to make great videos. They want to have good videos, but they don't know how. So I came up with an idea of Fame Frameworks. It's a creative video making system to help brands make videos that reflect their unique style. I asked ChatGPT to help me come up with a name. I purchased a domain and I connected it to my ClickFunnels account, all under 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be complicated. Step 3 is to test your idea. Before you spend weeks building the perfect product or service, make sure people actually want it. Write down your idea in 1 or 2 sentences. For example, mine would be something like, I'm creating a system to help brands make fun videos for social media. Then reach out to people and ask, would they be interested in paying for your idea? An example of how to reach out could be like, hey friend, I'm thinking about starting a service that helps brands make cool videos. Is that something you'd pay for? And listen to their feedback. If they say yes, you're on to something. If not, ask why and adjust your idea. This process saves you time and money. Step 4 is create your webinar. Webinars are one of the best ways to launch a new business, especially if you're pre-selling your product or service. A webinar lets you connect with your audience, teach them something valuable, and present your offer all in one session. I use Russell Bronson's Perfect Webinar Framework, and he has mapped it out and taught it in such a way that makes genius sense. His Perfect Webinar Framework organizes your script into 3 main sections: hook, story, offer. First is the hook. You start with an attention-grabbing question or statement that immediately addresses your audience's biggest desire or pain point. So using mine as an example would be like, what if you could create great videos for your brand even if you had no experience? The next part is the epiphany bridge story. So once you have their attention with the hook, you share a little bit about your personal journey, like the moment you started to discover this unique solution to this big problem. And you're gonna go back in time to the place when you had the problem. Like, don't say like, oh, I'm already so smart and awesome, I have all this figured out. It's like, no, you wanna relate back to your audience in that moment where you were also having the problem, just like they are now. So for me, I grew up watching videos. I grew up making videos and I wasn't that good. But then I started to work with different companies and I learned different techniques. And then I discovered the secret to making great videos time after time again. So that's kind of like my framework in a nutshell. And that would be like a very simple, quick version of my epiphany bridge story. So this is my backstory. Like, I didn't know that much. I had no idea how to do this thing, but then I figured it out because I figured out this one unique, magical video creating secret. And now I want to share it with you. You start with the backstory and then you have your epiphany and you see epiphany bridge. I know I can't explain this as awesome as Russell, so I definitely recommend checking out his videos, but I hope that makes enough sense for you to at least check them out. Then after you deliver your epiphany bridge story, the offer comes. This is where you transition from sharing to selling. You present your product or service as the logical solution to your customers' problems. Then you want to create some kind of urgency with your offer. Like for mine, I would be, I only have 15 spots because this is my beta class and I want to make sure it's good. But urgency could also be something like, if you sign up in the next 24 hours, you get this amazing discount. You want to motivate people to buy because sometimes it's hard for us to make decisions and we need that extra push. So the next is to design your slides. And the good news is you don't have to start from scratch. With Russell's framework, you get downloadable webinar slides, which is so awesome. The next goal is to present your webinar naturally and confidently so your audience feels connected to you and your message. Webinars aren't just about selling, they're about building trust, delivering value, and creating genuine connections. I know I went quickly through that webinar, and it's really a lot more than I can explain in this video, but that's kind of like a really simple breakdown. Russell explains it further. He gives so much value and information. Definitely check his explanation out. I myself had to pause and take notes, but all the value is so magical, and you could probably get it done in 2 to 4 hours. Then you launch it and you're ready to go. And step number 5 is to build your sales funnel. A sales funnel is like a mini website that guides people through the process of signing up for your webinar, learning about your product, and then making a purchase. So you create a registration page, and this is where people sign up for your webinar, and you include a form to collect their email addresses. So with ClickFunnels, you can customize templates, drag and drop elements, and have your funnel ready in minutes. And yes, it's really that simple. Step number 6 is to pre-sell your offer. You don't have to wait till your product or service is finished to start making sales. Pre-selling allows you to generate revenue and test your idea at the same time. So here's how you would pre-sell your offer. During your webinar, explain the benefits of your product and why it's perfect for your audience, and then create that urgency by limiting the number of spots or offering a special discount. Step number 7 is to promote your webinar. Now that you have your webinar and funnel ready, it's time to promote your business. So here are some ways to get the word out. Social media, of course, is great. You can post on all the platforms, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Share what your webinar is about and how it can help people. Email marketing is also great. You can send an email to your friends, family, and contacts, inviting them to your webinar. And another way, you could do ads. If you have a small ad budget, run some ads targeting your ideal audience. Step number 8 is to launch and improve. Once your webinar is live, you're officially in business, but don't stop there. Use feedback from your audience to improve your product and service and your webinar even better. The goal is to start and learn and grow. So starting your business in 24 hours is totally possible, and that's a quick rundown how you could do it. The most important step of all I forgot is to believe in yourself. So what's your big business idea? Drop it in the comments. I would love to hear about it and cheer you on. My name's Julin Jean, and I'll see you in the next video.